I found out about Grace through Willie Bram. He actually got hired on at Helena and talked to me every now and then. And one day he asked me, do you go to a church? Do you believe in God? And I told him, yeah, I believe in God, but I don't really go to a set church. I wasn't really comfortable with the ones that I went to. So my lifestyle before Grace was really, really ugly. It really was. I was a very angry person, and I didn't trust anybody, and I didn't believe or love myself. So anybody that tried to get close to me, including my wife, family, my mom and dad, it wasn't going to happen. I wasn't going to open up to anybody. Walking through Grace, actually just feeling the presence of God made me feel like for the first time I was accepted for who I was, the way I was. It wasn't I had to pretend to be somebody to be accepted. And I think that's what lured me in to stay in Grace. Once I got to Grace, the presence of God was just so awesome. I mean, there's such a peace that I got and a love that it's unexplainable. I can't explain it. But I know that there was a lot of people around me that were talking to me constantly, telling me there's tools that we can use. There's things that Grace has that will teach you how to deal with certain issues and things in your life. And I believe one of the main ones that I really loved was transformational prayer, because I know that in my life, I had a lot of issues with people that I couldn't forgive, and I held on to that. And I think it built up where, like they say, skeletons in your closet. It built up to where it got so stockpiled to where anybody knew, even people that loved me and treated me right, I couldn't trust. And I couldn't treat them right. I couldn't treat them the way they needed to be treated. And Craig Hathaway actually talked me into doing it. And I was nervous, I'll agree, I was nervous because I thought, I'm fixing to open up some stuff that I haven't even told my wife. It's things that only me and God know. But going through it, I decided that day that, if I'm gonna do this, I'm giving it 100%. I'm not doing it halfway. And so we prayed about it, and I opened up and started telling Craig some of the things that I've kept hidden away that I wouldn't let anybody know. And as I was doing that, I could actually feel the release inside me. I could feel like I was finally pulling these issues out of my life, and I was healing at the same time. And it was really weird because even though I could feel it, my mind was still telling me it's still there. You know what I mean? And at the end, I paused for a minute, and Craig told me just pause and listen. And God gave me an answer. He gave me the answer I needed. And as soon as I got that answer, it was like it was gone. I could not believe that it was pulled out of me. And I felt 100% different. I know that God has moved me miles away from where I was. And I'm so excited because I do look back at my life and I see where I was. And I think, wow, how did you get where you're at now? I really do. But then I remember and I think, He's not done with me yet. Where are you going to end up another 5-10 years down the road? This is nothing compared to what God has planned for you. And I know that all of us have that. We all have that hope and that peace in knowing that we are in His hand. And there is no way that God would have brought me out of all that if this is all He was going to do with me. And I know that. And it's awesome. It really is. It's awesome for me.